renal diet.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Madison.
So when you have renal failure, it's important that you control your blood pressure, manage your diabetes, and you want to reduce your salt intake and reduce your protein intake.
Okay, and so how do I go about doing that?
Well, you want to limit your sodium to about 2,000 milligrams per day,
Okay.
your potassium to about 2,000 milligrams per day as well, and your phosphorus to 800 to 1,000 milligrams per day. And there's some specific foods that are good for patients with renal failure, like cauliflower, which is a good source of fiber, blueberries, sea bass, because it's a good source of protein and it has a lower amount of phosphorus, red grapes, egg whites. You want to avoid the yolk because it's high in phosphorus as well. Garlic, because you can't have a lot of salt, so it's good to flavor your foods with.
Okay.
And do you drink soda?
Every now and then, yeah.
Okay, well, you want to avoid dark sodas.
Okay, so no more Coca-Cola, huh?
Right. And you want to avoid avocado, canned goods because of the high sodium,
Okay.
whole wheat bread, brown rice, bananas, dairy, oranges, and processed meats.
So what can I eat? Just a couple of
Vegetables.
vegetables.
Here I have a brochure that has some foods that you can eat.
Oh, okay, so that'll make it nice and easy for me.
Yeah, so if you are questioning something that you can or can't have, just refer to the brochure or
Thank
the
you so
National
much.
Kidney Foundation website.
Okay, they have a website for it all too.
Yeah.
That'll make it nice and easy. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm your dialysis nurse here to answer any questions you may have about dialysis.
I got a couple questions.
Excellent.
First one being, how does dialysis work?
When your kidneys fail, dialysis keeps your body in balance by removing waste, salt, extra water, keeping a safe level of certain chemicals in your blood, such as potassium, sodium, bicarb, and it also helps control your blood pressure.
Okay, so it's kind of gonna make me better then. A little bit. All right.
Indeed.
All right. And I heard something about a hemodialysis. What is that?
Hemodialysis is a machine that functions as an artificial kidney and is used to remove waste and extra chemicals and fluid from your blood. An access into your blood vessels will be made by minor surgery called a fistula.
Now, there's also I heard about a peritoneal dialysis.
It's a peritoneal dialysis, and in this type of dialysis, your blood is cleansed inside your body.
Okay.
A catheter will be placed inside your body in your abdomen.
All right.
And during the procedure, your peritoneal cavity is slowly filled with dialysate.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And how long do I have to live on dialysis?
Well, normally, average people, the average lifespan is 5 to 10 years. However, many people have lived 20 to 30 years.
Okay, so I got about a life expectancy of, what'd you say, 5 to 10 years?
Average 5 to 10 years, but many people live 20 to 30 years.
Okay. And is dialysis very expensive?
Yeah, it's very expensive, but the federal government covers 80% of all dialysis costs, and insurance also helps with the cost.
Wow, that's really nice of them.
Yeah.
Huh. Am I still going to be able to work?
Many patients go back to work after they have gotten used to dialysis.
Okay, so it's possible.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes me feel better. Do you have a brochure?
As a matter of fact, I have one right here. And it has all the information you ever needed to know.
All of it in one brochure?
Hemodialysis.
Wow. Thank you, Brian.
Absolutely.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. And any other questions?
No. That's pretty much it for me. You got anything else you want to teach?
Yes. Dialysis treatments, the time frame for how long that lasts depends on how well your kidneys work, how much fluid weight you gain between treatments, and how much waste you have in your body, and how big you are.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's
Other than that, I think we covered everything.
awesome. Thank you so much.
All right.
Hi, my name is Nicolette. I am your transplant nurse today, here to answer any questions for you.
Oh, wonderful. I've actually prepared a list of questions. I got several I was thinking about.
Awesome.
So So I was curious if you could kind of define more what a kidney transplant is.
So a kidney transplant is getting a healthy kidney placed inside your body when your kidneys are not functioning above 15%.
It's kind of like what we're going through right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, who all can get a kidney transplant?
So you must be healthy to have the operation. You must be free from cancer or any type of infection. And then for it, you have a full like medical workup, and then you have a mental health. They check your mental health to make sure you're like healthy enough to get through the transplant process, because it does take a pretty big toll on your body.
Okay, that's fair. And so how do I go about starting the process?
So first, I mean, we're already kind of getting into the process. So your healthcare professional makes a referral for you to any transplant center. So right now it'd be Florida Hospital.
Okay.
And then we find a transplant center that best fits needs based on your insurance, your location, and if you have a living donor. Do you have a living donor?
I could probably talk to somebody and convince them to give me a kidney, yeah.
Medical professionals will give you a complete physical exam, review your health records, and order a series of tests, x-rays, and everything to learn about your overall health. Because right now it's not just about your kidney function. And the evaluation process for a transplant is very thorough. Your healthcare team will need to know a lot about you to help them and you decide if transplant is right for you. One thing to speed the process up is to get all the tests done as quickly as possible, so then, because it is a long process. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner we can get you on the list.
So no procrastination on this one, huh?
No procrastination.
So, like, assuming I don't have a donor, what's the average wait time for a kidney transplant?
Okay, so once you're added to the organ transplant list, it may be 3 to 5 years. I know it seems like a long time, but we try to get it as fast as possible. There's some factors that determine how long you could wait based on like your blood type.
Yeah.
And then how many donors are available in your local area. So in Central Florida, we do reach out to farther, like you can go all over the US,
Okay.
but mostly we try to keep it kind of local. And then how well you match with the kidney that becomes available.
Wow. Yeah, because Brian had told me I could die in 5 to 10 years.
He did, didn't he?
To know that I would be on a wait list for 5, that's kind of scary.
Yeah,
That's kind of scary.
it is.
So, I can be listed at multiple centers?
You can.
Okay, all right. Well, that maybe bumps up my odds a little bit.
It does. So you are now 5 days post-transplant?
Yeah, I think I got the new kidney put in about 5 days ago.
How are you feeling?
Like a whole new person. It's incredible.
That's awesome. Are you ready to go home?
Oh yeah. This hospital is nice and all, but home is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for going home?
Well, I know I got a slew of meds to take.
Yeah.
Let's dive into that.
All right. So first we'll start off with anti-rejection meds, because
Okay.
I'm sure those are very new to you.
Yeah.
They just suppress your immune system, so your body doesn't start rejecting the new organ, because it's a foreign object now.
I guess it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we're trying to just prevent your body from rejecting the kidney.
Yeah. I waited a long time. It better not reject that kidney.
Yeah, no, that's no
That'd be bad.
fun.
With the meds that I have to take, the anti-rejection meds, is there a certain time or when do I take them?
Yeah, you're gonna wanna make up like a part of your daily routine, so the best recommendation is taking them at like 8 o'clock in the morning and 8 o'clock at night. So set an alarm on your phone or anything to remind you to take them, because it's
Okay.
very crucial that you take them at that set time.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I can do that. What kind of side effects am I looking at?
So some of the most common side effects are high blood pressure and weight gain. So you're gonna want to monitor your blood pressure twice a day. Try to we'll send you home with a blood pressure cuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you're gonna wanna monitor your blood pressure, your vital signs, including temperature and your weight every day.
Wow. Okay, I think I can do that. And so you were talking about how the kidney might get rejected. Along those lines, how do I prevent myself from getting an infection?
So the biggest thing is just having good hand hygiene,
Okay.
washing your hands frequently,
Mhm.
and then when you go out in public,
Yeah.
for the first 3 months, it's the most crucial time. So when you go in public, we recommend you don't, but if you do, wear one of those masks. And then if anyone's sick around you, be nice and excuse yourself, because you can get an infection really easily or an illness really easily.
I should probably just tell them to leave.
Yeah, you should.
So, can you tell me what happens after I go home?
You're gonna go over to the transplant clinic 3 times a week. Yes, it's a
Wow.
lot.
Okay.
So hopefully it's kind of close to your house.
Yeah, hopefully.
So for the first month, you'll go 3 times a week, and then the second month, you'll go twice a week,
Mhm.
and the third month, you'll go once a week.
Okay.
And then after that, you can follow up with your normal renal doctor. So after when you get to the clinic, you're gonna get a blood draw every morning, so you have to come in fasting.
Okay.
If you take, are you on a synthroid medication?
A what?
That's a no.
Okay.
So if you were on that, then you would take it before coming to the clinic.
Oh.
But you're gonna come in fasting, be here around like 6:30 in the morning,
Okay.
and you'll get your blood drawn, and then you can go and you can have breakfast, bring all your medications with you, and then around 10 o'clock, you'll see the doctor.
Okay. All right. I think I can do that.
Awesome.
So do I need to follow a special diet or anything?
Well, there is a new diet that you need to follow just based off of eating. I mean, you don't want to have like soft cheeses or deli meat. I know, it's bad.
Okay.
But you can incorporate more than what you could pre-transplant.
Okay, so it's a little better. at
It
least.
is better, but I'll have the dietitian come and speak with you about that.
Oh, wonderful. Do you guys have a brochure on some of this information?
Yes, I do have a brochure.
Oh, wonderful.
It has everything for post-transplant.
Wow.
You can take it home with you.
You guys are really efficient.
Yep.
All the information in one spot.
And I'll
Thank
send
so
you
much.
home with a book.
Thank you, thank you.
I understand you just had a kidney transplant. Were there any foods you had questions about?
Well, I guess it was more of a general question. I was curious if there were, foods that I should avoid, or if there were any like high-risk foods.
Yeah, you want to avoid raw or undercooked meats. Things like shrimp, crawfish, crab, squid, clams, oysters, and mussels. And you want to avoid undercooked eggs and any products containing them.
Okay.
And also there's some fruits and vegetables you want to avoid, like grapefruit or grapefruit juice. You want to make sure you wash your vegetables and fruit with water and vinegar. Unpasteurized juices or ciders. Salad from salad bars. And sprouts.
All right, so I know we went over some of the high-risk foods to avoid, but why do I need to avoid them?
After your kidney transplant, you'll need to take special medicines called immunosuppressive drugs or anti-rejection medications. These medicines help lower the risk of your new kidney being rejected. However, these medicines also weaken your body's ability to fight infection. Taking these medications will increase your risk for getting sick from germs such as bacteria. Some germs cause bacterial infections. Some bacterial infections can be picked up from food. You can help lower your risk of infection from food by handling food safely, being careful when eating out, and avoiding certain high-risk foods because you're more likely to have bacteria that can cause an infection. You may also need to take steroids, which can cause increased appetite, increased blood fat levels, salt and fluid retention, and it can also cause a breakdown in muscle and bone tissue. Due to unwanted weight gain, it's important to make healthy food choices and stick to appropriate portion sizes. It may be good to avoid fatty foods and foods high in simple sugar. Check with your doctor before exercise. Most often, you may need to exercise 3 to 4 times a week for 20 to 30 minutes each time.
Okay. All right, wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's a pamphlet on foods you should avoid after your kidney transplant.
Wow. So it's all the information in a pamphlet for me. Thank you so much.
You're
That'll make
welcome.
it nice and easy.
Hang it on your fridge.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you.
I just want to laugh.
Drawn first thing in the morning, so you have to come fasting. And I have all this in a brochure for you. I'll hand it to you at the end.
I have to come in how fast?
What?
Fasting.
Go.
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm your dialysis nurse here to answer any questions you may have about dialysis. I got so close. Yep, it's an artificial kidney used to remove waste and extra chemicals. Hemodialysis is an artificial kidney.
Go.
Okay. Hemodialysis is a machine that functions as an artificial kidney, and it's called hemodialysis. Hemodialysis is a machine that functions as an artificial kidney. Hemodialysis. There's so much. I'm ready now.
Go.
Hemodialysis is a machine that functions. One more time.
Wait, I'm gonna laugh.
I think maybe you got 6 weeks or whatever. No.